So basically, today we are going to discuss about occurs class. So yesterday we discussed about move statement. Reference modification move statements. So the coming to move statement, we have simple move, group move, and reference modification. So that is what we discussed. Simple move is simply moving a literal or a variable to the target variable. Group move is moving from a group to group. Reference modification is something where we give the starting position and length of the variable to the target variable. So that is what group move. So with respect to move, you will get reference modification is one of the important questions. What is reference modification? They will ask in such a manner. They will give you a string basically, and they will ask, I want a particular columns in this particular. Let's say, welcome to mainframe training. So they will ask that this is a string, and they will ask, I want mainframe training to be moved to the output file. So how does you do that? So that would be the basic question they will be asking in interviews. So you need to answer that. We can do that with reference modification. So what is reference modification? You can explain and give. In reference modification, we should give here length and starting position, and then the length of the variable, how much string we want to move. That should be the basic answer. So that is what we discussed on previous class. Today we are going to discuss on basically what occurs class. So before occurs class, is there any questions for you guys? If you want to discuss from previous class, let me. Any one of you, if you have any questions, I can discuss. If not, I will go forward with basically the occurs class. So thinking that you are not having any questions, let me start with occurs class. What is occurs class basically in COBOL? So occurs class is it is basically similar to a table. Like, what is a table? Table will store multiple records in one table, right? So that is what basically this happens. Here also occurs class will store multiple records in one occurs class. Multiple records are stored in one occurs class. So in table we store multiple records. Similarly, in occurs class also we'll store multiple records. So in table we access data with respect to keys. So in occurs class we browse data or access data with respect to index or subscript. So this is the basic occurs class. This is stored to used to store multiple data records in one occurs class. That is what basically the occurs class is. So the one basic question they will ask in interviews is what is occurs class? What is the difference between occurs class and a table? So like table is two-dimensional basically, but coming to occurs class, it can be multi-dimensional. So this would be one basic question. So if they want to ask something on occurs class, this would be the one question. There is one more question, like what is dynamic occurs class? So that would be I will be discussing down the line in the class. But this will be the starting question. What is the basic difference between a table and a occurs class? So you should tell that table stores only two-dimensional data, but occurs class stores multi-dimensional data. Any questions here, team? So general declaration of occurs class is my voice is very low. Sunil, are you able to hear me?
Yes, Satish.
Raghu, I think you need to increase your voice. Might be the problem with your net, because others are not facing that issue. You should increase your voice. I mean, the speaker something you should increase. Okay. So basically that is what occurs class is. So we will discuss basically what we'll discuss a few examples with respect to occurs class. So if you look at this variable here, what I mean to say is WS table. We had a variable like WS table. In that we had a column like WS A. It stores data of alphanumeric, which consists of length for 20, and the value is mainframe training. Okay, this occurs 5 times. So this is what basically the occurs class is. So how much data this store here? Basically, if you look at till declaration here, if declaration is only these things, it will store 20 bytes of data. But when you give an occurs class, what does that represent is these 20 digits will be repeated 5 times. Because why 5 times? Means here the 5 times we have given, it should get repeated. This 20 bytes will be repeated 5 times. So the total data will be stored is 20 into 5. So that should be 100 bytes of data this table will take. That should be the basic thought process when you are looking at a occurs class. Okay, let's take one example and try to run that and see whether what data we are getting, why that data we are getting in that manner. Okay, let's take the similar example, this one. Okay. So here I declared a table and given a variable, and its value is mainframe training. So this mainframe training occurs 5 times. So let's see what is the value present in that WS table. Okay. Can anyone say what would be the output? Anyone, like guess? Anyone can guess what would be the output? Sunil, Madhavi, will you able to guess anything from that?
I think mainframe training will occur 5 times to display 5 times.
Okay, Sunil, what do you think?
Yes, Satish, same. I mean, it's there 5 times. So mainframe trainings will reflect in 5 times.
Okay, okay. So that is the basic concept. Basically, the mainframe training will be repeated 5 times. Okay. If you are writing any practical exam with respect to companies, they would be giving this and asking what would be the output. They will give multiple output options basically. So I have seen this type of questions during one of my interviews, which gives basically very less companies gives the practical questions, online questions basically. So this I have encountered basically. So I want to bring this to your notice so that you will be able to answer if you face the same scenario. So here mainframe training is repeated 5 times. So this data is stored 5 times in this table. That is the basic concept of occurs. If it is only A of 20 value mainframes, without this, it will be basically what? Only mainframe training will be stored in that. But as we given occurs 5 times, it will store data 5 times. That is the basic concept of that. So here if you see, it is giving only mainframe training. If you remove and give occurs class here, that would be repeated 5 times. So this is what basically occurs class. So the same example, I have given an example with respect to student and what scenarios will have this occurs class. Let's say we are referring to we are referring to a student record. So student record is consists of a student name and all the marks he obtained with respect to is 6 subjects. Okay, math, Telugu, science, social, and Hindi. So basic declaration, if you are representing a student class, will be in this manner. So here if you look at this will be repeating things. Only the column name will change, but the declaration will be same. So the same declaration we can achieve with less number of code is basically in this manner. So if you look at here, it is a student record, that is a basic group record. It consists of student name, which occurs only one time, and the student score, which occurs 6 times. So what is that length of that variable is 9 of 2. can anyone tell me what will be the total length of this student data? Sunil, Madhavi, Ravi.
12.
Hmm?
Total student data 12.
This
Se-
total, what would be the memory? How much bytes it will take?
17.
Yes, yes. Why 17? 6 into 2 plus 5. That should be the basic answer. So I have given a sample record. Let's say Kumar 10, 20, 40, 50, 35, 45, 50. So these are the 6 marks and his name is student Kumar. So that is how the data will be stored here. So here also in the similar lines, here the Kumar will be stored basically. Here as it is occurs what 6 times, all this 20, 40, 50, sorry, 35, all this data is stored here. Okay, 45 and 50. So that is how the data will be stored. So how does we like we need to access this first occurrence of data? How does we need to we should access the second occurrence? Because if you look refer marks, if you display marks, it will display all these 6 subjects marks. But I need because in the program we might be doing validations only for maths, or we might be doing only validation for English. So what is the English marks for a particular student? Are a specific, you print, you display all the students English marks. That should be the basic requirements. So in that scenario, how do you access that specific record of a subject? So that we will achieve with respect to subscript, or basically we what do we say in index. So that is how we access. This example is previous example which we have just seen. If you look at 5 times, occurs 5 times, and I given just a display of table name, it will display this. So with respect to if we need to pull only what one occurs class data, then we need to use subscript or index. What is subscript, what is index, I will be discussing down the line. So if you see here example, uh, I have given like student name is this, and the subject name is just given subject name, and the marks is 10. So can anyone tell what would be the output here with respect to this occurs class? Let's take student name as Kumar's name. Okay, and this has a subject name value, this is 10. So what would be the basic output here? Sunil, Madhavi, Raghu, anyone can guess what would be the output? Hmm? Okay, let's run this. If you are not able to guess, let's run this. Basically, what happens is Kumar will be given 1 time, and all the subject and 10 will be repeated till 6 times. First, subject name will come, then 10 will come. Later on, again subject name, again 10. So that repeats 6 times. So that is the basic output of that. Let's run and see what would be the output. So if you see here, okay, I might not give an student name here. Let's give that also so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. What is wrong there? Group item student name cannot have a picture class. Can anyone tell me what is wrong there?
Dot.
So basically what I did is, if you look at the code, previously what I run is, the dot is kept after the colon. So that should not be the base. Basically, the colon should be the ending point in the statement. So if I given this, then it is executed. So here, if you see, Kumar is repeated only once, but the subject name and 10 is repeated 6 times, because here we have given occurs class. So this is called what one dimensional occurs class. So tables will be stored data in this manner. It can be dimensional, but when coming to occurs, it can have multiple dimensions. So if you say here, what example I should give? Let's try this. I'm giving a simple. So I'm taking a student will have 2 semesters, and his marks is 10 here. Okay. So what would be the basic output? Can anyone guess? This is previous example. Here subject name is subject name 10, subject name 10, subject name 10. This is what displayed. Can anyone guess what would be the output here? Sunil, Madhavi,
Will
any guess?
display the semester value 10.
Pardon?
Every subject name. Will display the semester value as a 10 in front of subject name.
Okay. No, that would be not answer. Okay, let me run. You will understand why it is giving in that manner. Then you will be able to guess.
Just okay. String data type 9 of 2, I think so.
Yeah. So do you understand the
Yeah,
difference? Subject name here, the marks will 2 times it will display, because this subject name is further divided into one dimensional, where it will have two occurs class. That is how the basic occurs class will change. The dimensions we can increase. For every occurs class, we can give multiple occurrence down the line in the elementary groups. So that is the basic difference. So table is only one dimensional, but coming to occurs class, it can be multi-dimensional. Okay. Are we good here? Any doubts, Sunil, Raghu, and Madhavi? If you able to understand this occurs class concept, you can understand other occurs also. Basically, it is a two-dimensional occurs class. The basic they will give how this they will give this code, and they will ask how the output would be. That would be the basic scenario. If you face any interview questions, that is what they will ask. Okay. Any questions here?
Can you explain once? Sir?
Okay. Okay. So basically, what happens here is Kumar is only having no occurs class. Basically, the data is a student is having 2 semesters, and his 2 semesters is having marks. Okay, for semester one marks, he had 2 subjects, and semester two also he had 2 subjects. Okay, so we want to display his record totally. What is his name? What is the semester? And what is his marks in that semester? That is what we want to display. Okay, so basically what happens is here the subject name is 6 subjects we had, and with respect to subjects, okay, the record might be okay, let's give this. If you need a proper understanding, we can give this as semester. Score. Okay. So student record is consist of 6 semesters. Each semester is having 2 subjects. So that is what I want to display. Basically, how I should store this data. So I want to store data in such a manner. Each semester, his data should present immediately. Okay. When a semester changes, his marks should be followed in the data. That is how the data should be stored. That is the basic requirement. So how do we store that? So if we had for that scenario, basically we should give like student name is occurs only one times because student is only one. But coming to student score, student score he has 6 semesters. For each semester he has 2 subjects. So here the student score is having 6 occurrences. So each occurrence will represent a semester, and each semester will have 2 marks, subjects in that. Okay, so that is the basic concept here. So how data is stored here is, first let me explain here. So first Kumar will be stored. Okay, Kumar will be stored. Later on, the semester will come into the picture. Let's say semester sem 1 we can give. So sem 1 and his marks. He had 2 marks, 2 subjects in that, and subjects are 50. In one subject he got 50, one subject he got 45. In semester 2, sem 2, marks he got around 50 and 50. So this repeats until 6 semesters. So that is how the data is stored. So in this manner, if you give this for each occurrence, the data will be repeated 6 times. If you look at here, the student record is student score is repeated 6 times, because if you see here, semester is getting repeated 6 times. Okay, for each semester the marks will be get repeated 2 times. That is the basic concept. Because semester is at the same level, right? If you look at here, the group levels are same. Semester and marks are at same level. So if you look at here, semester is repeating 6 times, but coming to marks, it is having again two subdivisions under it. So 2 dimension divisions under it. So that is how the data will be stored. Madhvi, are you able to grasp it, or any questions with respect to that? This. Sunil?
Yeah, little confusion is there, but I will check later.
Okay,
I
okay,
will go through once. If I didn't get, then I will.
okay, okay. Let's try any other example. Right. What are the department, each company, department. Okay, let's take a company. Okay, and employee name will be present here. Company, department. Okay, we are taking a company database basically. CMPY is a company, and what is the company name I want to display basically? Company name can be ABC. Okay, ABC is company name. So a company can have multiple departments, right? HR department, technical team department, admin department. All these teams will present, right? Department have given. So let's say a company is having 3 departments. Okay. So I have given 3 departments. So a company is having 3 departments. Each department is having 10 employees. Okay. So here company is having 3 departments. So I have given 3 occurrence class. Okay. And each department is having 10 employees. Okay, let's give employees. Employee name we can give here. Department, right? So this should be the basic department name, because 3 departments is there, right? So that should be the basic department name. We have given here 2 times. So this should be changed to department name basically. Okay, so it is having 3 departments. We have given department name there basically. So each department is having 10 employees. Okay, 10. So it should be repeated 10 times. So I'm giving here what is it, 10 employees we data we have is employee name. We are having the data for that record. Employee name we had 10 records, 10 employees. So employee name we are displaying in the output. Okay, so this is what basically the data represent. Here we can give it should be x of 2 and the value should be a. Okay, here we let's give to remove this confusion, let's give HR department. Okay, so this is the basic structure of the data. Data consists of a company. A company is having 3 departments. In that department, each department is having 10 employees. So we want to refer like HR for every department. The student name should be displayed. First, company name should display. Later on, the what department name, and then the number of employees. So that should be the basic concept I want to display. How data is stored is in that manner the data should be stored. If you run it this, you will look the basic how data will be stored here. Any more is stored? Okay. Student data is, guys, if you are running out of time, like 5 minutes, I'll be ending this session. We'll start again the same session. Okay.
Oh,
So here student data is not defined, it is giving. Where is student data? This should not
WCMPY.
should be company name, right? CY and PY. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas company ambition, why companies? Anyone tell what is the error here? It is giving it is getting confused because we are having two company, WS company and WS company.
Mm-hmm.
One we are referring
Yes.
specific route it is having. We should change that to specific name, unique name basically. So if you look at ABC is a company name, and in that department we are
Mm-hmm.
referring to a department HR.
Right.
HR we had 10 employees basically. This is one employee. Let's give some spaces so that you will able to understand. Okay, this should be 3 characters, and let's give space here, and this should not be 15. Let's give what HR, right? Uh, 2 characters we give. Okay, and this should be. So I want to differentiate this HR and this, right? So let's give a space here. Uh, let's give a space here to get how HR gets differentiated. Okay. So I have given 3 characters here because I am giving a space in at the starting of HR. Okay. After each employee name, I am giving a space. So let's try to understand what's happening, basically how data is storing here. So first it will store the company name first. Later on, the HR data will come into the picture. So what's happening, guys?
Yes.
Why only H is coming? Can anyone tell why only H is coming? Alavi, are you able to guess? Sunil? Anyone? This would
I think size.
Yes, because if you have here we have given 4 characters. Okay, if you look at here the 4 characters, but the data description is only 3 characters. So
3.
characters will store. This will be one specific point, one important point when we discuss about character, how data is stored in characters and variables. So characters will store data from left to right. Okay, how characters will store from left side to right side,
Left
the data
to
will store.
right.
So it is x of 3. So first it will take space and then h, then and then r it should take. Okay. So that is how the data
Mm-hmm.
stores it basically. Okay. Are we good here?
Yes.
This is having 2 spaces, not 1 space. So that is why we got only H, because two spaces. If I give any here two spaces, first space will move into first memory, second space will move into second memory, H will be moved to third memory. All the remaining H and space are truncated. As data is having only 3 digits, only first three spaces, two spaces, and H is taken in the output. That is why the data got truncated. If you remove this extra space, then you will be able to understand the output. Okay, company name is ABC, and it is having HR as one department. In HR we have 10 employees. So this is first employee, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. Later on again the HR department name will change. It will because for your understanding I have given value here. Basically that should not be the concept, because here in procedure division, in procedure division, for every occurrence we will move the value of that data. So that is how the data will be moved. Then you will understand the correct scenario of that. We'll try to do that also here only. Let's understand first basic how data is stored. Later on we will move to into that. Okay, so here again the HR second department came, and all the employees of that second department is displayed. So coming to third department, all the employees of third department is stored here. That is how the data is stored. Any questions here? Madhavi, Sunil,
No, sir. No, Satish.
you are good, right? How data is stored in
Yes.
Access class? Raghu?
Yes.
Okay, let's take the same. This is what basically the occurs class data is stored. The basic question is the how data is stored. That will be the basic question they will be asking. They will give multiple choices there, and they want you to pick one question, which will be the perfect answer that for that question. Why I am explaining with the program is that to cover only that one question I am explaining here. Okay. You should not be in a scenario when they give an Access class with an example. You should not be like a confusion state how data is stored. So the data is stored with respect to Access class. So if there is no Access class, that would be repeated only once. If here department is having three, so three times department is having. Inside each department we have 10 employees. So first department name and the 10 employees will display. Later on, as department is having three departments, again that department will get repeated after department name. Again the 10 employees name will be repeated. That is how the data will be stored. Okay, are we good? So let's close this. Madhavi, go ahead. Any questions?
No, no.
Okay, let's close this and rejoin the same link. Okay.